Okay, so for the Cyber Week deals on appliances, Home Depot is giving us the opportunity to save an extra $500. And as you can see, what's cool about this is it is a buy more, save more, but you don't have to buy the extra individual appliances to save more. So what Home Depot is doing is they're giving us $200 off extra on top of the already discounted refrigerator. So as part of our strategy here today, I'm going to show you how to first find, for example, your highly discounted refrigerator with the highest percentage off and then apply the buy more, save more to it. And the cool thing is you don't have to buy any more appliances. If you just want a refrigerator, the buy more, save more applies to it as long as you're spending more than $16.98. You get it? Same thing with the laundry machines. If you spend over $13.96 on laundry appliances, they'll give you another $150 off. So, this is sort of like a reverse of the way the buy more savies typically work, whereas you have to buy and add more appliances into your shopping cart to get these extra discounts added on there. Now, the important one that I want to show you first here on the Cyber Week savings before we forget about it is here in the laundry one. So let's take a look here. We're going to find this GE1 and done. This is that appliance that I've showed you before. This is the combo washer and dryer that I have showed you in the stores, where this is a combination appliance. It's a single washer and dryer combined, and you throw your laundry in there and 90 minutes later, it's washed and dried. So now you only need to have one appliance in your laundry room. But what's cool about this is so they do normally sell this at $29.99 throughout the year, as you can see here. And yes, I have seen it in the store at that. Now, what they did was they dropped it down to $19.98 here for the Black Friday and Christmas 2025 season, but they added one extra little goodie on here that if you remember the appliance deals that I showed you a couple of weeks ago, you had to buy more appliances to save more to get this price down. So now I'm going to show you a strategy here that allows you to buy this appliance just by itself, and you don't have to buy anything more to get this price lower than that. Well, how the heck are you going to do that? So I will put my Home Depot affiliate links in the video description down below for you so you can check this out. And also, I'll put it on the View Products button, and if I can over here on the lower left of the screen. That way, when you expand it out and look at it, you'll see it on the right side of your screen or on the bottom. Depends on where you're viewing it from. But anyway, thank you for supporting our channel in that way by using our links to buy any product we send you to. And it doesn't matter what you buy, as long as you use our links to get there. So look at this. See how it says to save up to $150 in rebates and promotions. So let's open it up and look at it. And it says right here, instantly save an extra $150 when you spend $13.98 plus on laundry. So this is only good until the 10th. So this is the Cyber Week savings that you only got a couple of more days on this. So let me show you how this works and how we're going to drop this price down from $19.98 without having to buy any other appliances to make that happen. So this is the first time we've ever even seen it this low at $19.98, let alone what it's going to drop to. And look, you can see the delivery is on the 12th. So if you wanted something by Christmas time, you'll have it for sure. So let's add this to the cart. And just to keep the cart clean looking, I'm going to decline that protection. So it will be the only item in there, and I'll install it myself. Okay, so now let's go to the cart and check it out. And boom, lo and behold, folks, look what happened. When we got into the cart, this thing dropped down from, remember, the price was $19.98. It's now dropped at $150 down to $18.48. So this is 38% off, and it says the buy more, save more is applied. So it's kind of interesting how we bought more without having to buy more. So if you were going to spend over $300, which this appliance falls under that category, they'll give you the extra $150 already right off the bat without you having to buy any additional appliances, which is cool. So now here when you come up and look at your order, you can see the subtotal was originally $3,000 and the savings here is $1,151, leaving you down to $1,887. And that's really almost the price of a single front-loading machine these days. And I'll show you another great strategy here to maximize on your refrigerators. So here on the Cyber Week savings, and I'll put a link to it in the video description below for you, as well as in the lower left of the screen. I'll put it into the View Products button whenever possible, and I'll make these appliances show up at the bottom of your video too, at the right timestamp when I'm talking about them. But let's take a look at this one. So here's an interesting trick you can pull here. So here's all your different refrigerators, and a lot of them are already steeply discounted anyway. Like this one here is 46% off down to $13.98. But if you look at the Cyber Week appliance savings here, and it ends on the 10th, it says you can get another $200 off if you spend $16.98 on refrigerators. Well, you're not going to get that on this model. So I suggest that we find a model that costs $16.98 or more, and that has a higher percentage off also. So you're looking for two different stackable deals here. So this refrigerator here, this refrigerator right here, satisfies our requirement because it's over $16.98. And this refrigerator is also 42% off, which is pretty healthy. But I'm looking down at this one here. And this one is the same price, $17.98. But look, it's 50% off. So let's take a look at this one here and see. It doesn't mean you have to go and buy one just to get that percent off. But if the selling price and the discount amount and the buy more, save more, all applying at once works for you, then I would say this would be a better deal because now you're getting a higher discount off. So you just want to make sure that this refrigerator has everything that you need in it. And see, here is the Cyber Week appliance savings. So we know that it will just by throwing this refrigerator by itself into the shopping cart, and we don't have to buy any more appliances. And you want to make sure you're checking your delivery, okay? Friday the 12th. That's pretty good. And so I'm going to add it to the cart, and I'll decline the protection to keep the shopping cart lean and mean. And then we're going to save and keep shopping. And you can also pay them to install it too if you want. But let's go to the cart. Yeah, so here our GE One and Dunn washer-dryer combo is still at that same sales price. Okay, that's great. Still the 38% off. But now look, see the refrigerator on its own drop $200 more from $17.98 out down to $15.98. And now the savings percentage jumped up now because of that. You see that? So we were at what? What was it at 50% before? Now it's at 56% more because the buy more, save more applied. See that? So if you were going to buy like these two appliances, that's how much you'd be paying. Let me remove the laundry appliance out of there. So here we are just with the refrigerator by itself. So you can see this was a $3,500 refrigerator to start, and you already had a 50% savings on the price. It was discounted. And then you got the buy more, save more discount already applied to it without having to buy an entire suite. So this is the difference between this kind of stackable deal that's going on right now and what we were seeing before. And so you can see how if you play your cards right and if you choose the right appliance with the right percent off, you can really save a lot more off on the final price. So now we come back to the Cyber Week savings page, and you do the same thing with your electric rangers, your ovens there. So now what's the deal on this? So you have to buy something that's $8.98 or more right off the bat that keeps these two out. And let's see what we might have further down the line here that's $8.98. Here's a good one right here that also has the built-in air fry. So this one satisfies that amount. So this one here was $9.98 and it's 41% off. So remember that number. We'll add it to the cart and decline the protection and go right into save it. And then we'll go into the cart. And you can see the refrigerator is still just like it was unchanged. But now, see how that dropped that extra $100 there. And now the savings jumped up to 47% on the range. And then, of course, lastly on your dishwashers, it's $50 if you spend $5.98 or more. And really, folks, in reality, I wouldn't buy the cheapy ones like this because they're too loud. See, this one's 48 dB. Not too bad. But you can see this cheapy Frigid over here is 62 dB. That's way louder. You won't even be able to hear yourself think. So I would probably go with this one right here, which is 41 dB. That's nice and quiet in that price range. So that's 38% off. Let me see if they have any others that are, see, here's one that's 50% off, but no. So for example, I found this GE one right here. See the $5.98. So it satisfies the requirement there. So let's go take a look at this one. And I chose this one because it has a higher percentage off. See, 43%. So you might save a few more bucks there. So when you add that one to the cart, and here it is here. See? So it dropped from $5.98 down to $5.48, and the discount increased from, what was it, 43% now up to 48%. And so now, here you are, you've got 3 premium appliances in there, and so far you're saving 52% off of your items total here. And so in a way, this sort of is a buy more, save more, except the buy more, save more is already applying to each appliance individually as soon as you put it into the shopping cart without you having to buy any more. So you'll notice that the prices of these other ones didn't get affected by whether or not you added more appliances. So each appliance by itself, you saw the price dropped just by adding it into the shopping cart all along, which I like that. That's kind of neat. So what I like about this is this doesn't force you into buying an entire suite of 4 appliances in order to save additional money. So what this is that Home Depot has given us for Christmas 2025 here 2 stackable discounts that you can apply to each individual appliance without having to buy an entire suite. But supposing you're entertaining this Christmas and you want an entire new suite of appliances for your kitchen. You want to show off a whole brand new kitchen to your guest, and so this would be the route for you. So they do have some here, and I'll put a link to it in the video description below. I can't get these to show up in the View Products button because when I try, it only shows just the refrigerator part of it, which is strange. But you can either play around with the buy more savies that I just showed you and build your own suite and see if you could come out cheaper, or you can just pick some pre-packaged suites here like we see with these GE appliances. So I would tend to find the ones that have the highest % off and that still have what you want. Like, for example, you want to be careful, like, do I want a water dispenser in the door of the refrigerator? So that means I have to come down here and look at these. You don't have to spend $5,000. You can get some that are in the, like this one here, the 2,800 range. So you could get something like this, and you can see here, you're still saving 47% off. And then when you look at the breakdown of the appliances here that are in your package, you can see most of them are 48% off except for the range. See, the range is what's dragging the average down just a little bit. Yeah, because the other appliances are 48% off. But to get this whole 4 appliance package deal for 47% off is still not a bad deal. And remember, folks, you can get these delivered this week and you'll have them plenty in time for Christmas. Now, if you're still looking for other Christmas gift ideas or you want to buy your family a nice TV, make sure you check out this video over here that I uploaded the other day on Costco on those massive TV deals. We're talking from 98 in TVs all the way down to 55 and 43, even massively marked down. And then check out this other video here from Home Depot on the best of the saw deals for Christmas gift ideas. Thank you so much for watching Next Gen Picks, and we'll see all of you on the next one.